Conductor diode. Before proceeding to the unit number 1, that is the semiconductor diode, we must understand periodic table. What is periodic table? So periodic table is the arrangement of all the elements in the increasing order of the atomic number. Here, as you can see, the periodic table of elements. First is a hydrogen, second is helium. Atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Atomic number of helium is 2. Then atomic number of lithium 3. Beryllium 4. Then boron 5. Carbon 6. Nitrogen 7. Oxygen 8. Fluorine 9. Neon 10. So on and so forth. So in this periodic table, it is the arrangement of elements in the increasing order of the atomic number. Now we have to see that some elements are gases. For example, hydrogen, it's a gas. For example, helium is a gas. But if you look at this place, extreme right hand side, all these gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, up to argon, these are inert gases. Inert gases means they are highly stable gases. If you look at this gold and silver, and platinum, they are very least reactive metals. So some are gases, some are inert gases, some are metals, some are metalloids. What are metalloids? The metals metalloids are those elements whose characteristics electrical or we can say thermal. So better we use the word electrical, whose electrical characteristics lies between conductors and insulators, or we can say metals and non-metals. So if we see this carbon, silicon, germanium, this column, this column which contains the elements, these elements are metalloids. They are semiconductors. Especially we will use silicon and germanium to form a semiconductor diode. Now these elements in this column, these elements have 4 electrons in the valence band. We will see what is valence band, we will see what is conduction band. So these elements have 4 electrons in the valence band, and these 4 electrons make these elements very, very special. If we look at this left hand side of these metalloids, or we can say semiconductor, these elements have 3 electrons in the valence band. We will see boron whose atomic number is 5. If we look at the electronic configuration, then it is 2, 3. For aluminum it is 2, 8, 3, and so on and so forth. On this again, if you look on the right hand side of this metalloids, we have nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, etc. So nitrogen, so these elements, nitrogen, phosphor, arsenic and antimony, these elements have 5 electrons in the valence band, hence these are called as pentavalent. Aluminum, boron, gallium, indium, these are trivalent because they have 3 electrons in the valence band. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, pentavalent because they have 5 electrons in the valence band. So this much knowledge is sufficient to proceed the further. Okay, so our whole attention will be on these trivalent elements: boron, aluminium, gallium, indium. Pentavalent elements: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, etc. And of course our semiconductors, silicon and germanium. See, we will move around these elements only. So for this we must have the knowledge of the periodic table. Okay. Now we will see what is the meaning of electronics. As our course name is Basic Electronics, we must know what is electronics. So electronics is the branch of engineering which deals with the current conduction through a vacuum or gas or semiconductors. So electronics is the branch of engineering. So electronics क्या है? एक engineering का branch है और ये branch किससे deal करता है? Current conduction. कहाँ से current conduction होगा? Current will flow from vacuum और gas और semiconductors. तो यहाँ पे हमें focus करना है semiconductors पे. So the electronics is a branch of engineering which deals with current conduction or current flow through semiconductors, and hence it is termed as electronics. So the word electronics is derived its name as all the materials have electrons. So the movement of electrons means current. What is current? Current is the flow of electrons. Now if it is flowing specially through semiconductors, now we call it as electronics. So electronics essentially deals with electronic devices and their utilization. An electronic device is that in which current flows through vacuum, gas or semiconductor. So these devices, these semiconductors have very important properties and which enables us and behaves as a friend of man today. Means we see that each and every electronic item is made of electronics only. And these electronics items or gadgets are made of semiconductor materials. Now, what is the importance of electronics? So, electronics is very important and it finds its numerous applications in industries, in medical fields, in defense, in automobile sectors, in every field, in communications, in medicine, everywhere. Now, we will see one by one its importance. So the electronic devices, for example, we will study each and every electronic devices. For the time being, you should know what are the electronic devices. Basically we deal with diodes. There are many types of diodes, and transistors. There are different types of transistors. So all these diodes and transistors along with the passive components, resistors, capacitors and inductors are capable of performing the following functions, such as our first function is rectification. So what is rectification? Rectification is the conversion of AC into DC. What is AC? AC is alternating current and DC is direct current. We will see the waveforms. How is AC? How is DC? So in this diagram, you can see this is a AC waveform. This is a sinusoidal waveform, AC, alternating, positive half cycle, this is negative half cycle, positive half cycle and negative, and so forth. When this AC waveform is given as an input to the electronic device, we obtain DC. This DC is impure form, this is pulses, but it is unidirectional, only the positive half cycles. So this is one of the very important function, that is rectification, conversion of this AC into DC. So what is the use of this DC voltage? So this DC voltage is used for all the electronic devices. Every electronic device works on DC voltage only. And of course they have batteries as a backup, and these batteries are again DC. So to charge them we require again the DC voltage or the DC supply. Second function is amplification. So what is amplification? It is the process of increasing the strength of weak signal. So in amplification, any weak signal is converted into a strong signal. So the conversion of weak signal into a strong signal means raising the strength of the weak signal is called as amplification. As you can see in this diagram, we have given a sinusoidal waveform to the electronic device, for example transistor. Then we see that the amplitude has been changed a lot. So this positive cycle, you can see smaller amplitude. Here the amplitude is very large as compared to this waveform. Again the negative half cycle, the amplitude has been increased. So the increase in the amplitude of voltage or current or both is called as amplification. Amplification में क्या हो रहा है, अगर कोई स्मॉल सिग्नल है जिसका वोल्टेज कम है तो उसका वोल्टेज बढ़ाया जा सकता है. वो कैसे होता है हम लोग देखेंगे. So electronic devices which performs amplification are called as amplifiers. So amplifiers are used in all the radio sets. Even our TV is a radio, our AM is a radio, our FM is a radio, our mobile phone is a radio. Okay, our public address system is again an amplifier system. So basically all the devices, communication devices, are basically one or other type of amplifiers or receivers or transmitters. But basically it is all the receivers, means televisions, mobile phones, which can communicate. These contains amplifiers. Another function is control element. So by using electronic devices we can control the circuits. For example, we can control the speed of motor, we can control the temperature, we can control most of all the automation things, automated items, refrigerators, air conditioning systems, washing machines. They all can be controlled automatically with the help of the electronic devices. Next is generation. So the electronic devices can convert a DC voltage. Now this is the waveform for a pure DC voltage. If you, I'll zoom the diagram. So this is a pure DC voltage. Previously we have seen the pulsating DC. We will see what is pulsating DC, what is pure DC. So this is a pure DC voltage, and if it is given input to the electronic device, we will obtain a sinusoidal, means AC waveform. So the conversion of DC voltage to AC voltage is called as inversion or generation. So all the inverters which we use in our homes, basically what they are doing, they are utilizing a DC power from the batteries and they are converting it into the sine wave, 50 hertz frequency, 240 volts, 5 ampere current. So I have said what is the input to our homes. So our home domestic input supply is 240 volts AC, 50 hertz frequency and 5 ampere of current. So this is the generation process, DC converted to AC. Another function of electronic devices is to convert light into electricity. So you might have heard the word solar cell. So solar cell is made of semiconductor material. Photovoltaic cell, it is made from semiconductor material, silicon. So by using these electronic devices, we can convert light into electricity. So this process of conversion of light into electricity is called as photoelectricity. And this can be used in burglar alarms, sound recording systems, etc. Next is reverse process, conversion of electricity into light. This is the most popular application and we use every day. Now the technology has changed a lot. The electricity, first we are using bulbs, yellow color bulbs. Then we have used the tube lights, and then again we have used CFL bulbs, and now we are using LED bulbs. So this is the most important application, that we can convert electricity into light. So this property can be used again in televisions, in radars, in most communication systems. That is, we can use this electricity into light. Means we will convert our information into electric signal, then we will convert it into light. We will transmit the light through the optical fiber cables, and then at the receiver end we will convert again light into electricity and electricity into our information signal. See, now all the television cables, they are utilizing the optical light, means they are not transmitting the current, they are transmitting the light. All the yellow color fibers, orange color fibers which you can see, they are all transmitting the light. So the energy is converted into electrical energy is converted into light, and this light is transmitted to optical fiber cables, the cables which are made of glass or pure plastics. So in this way we can convert light into electricity or electricity into light by using suitable semiconductor devices, such as if you want to convert light into electricity, then we will use, for example, solar cells. If you want to convert electricity into light, then we will use devices such as LED or light emitting diodes, or we can use lasers, light amplification by stimulated emission of radiations. So these are all the importance of electronics. So we stop here, and in the next class we will discuss the atomic structure. So this is all about the importance of electronics. There are many more applications of electronics. For example, if we have seen all the hospitals, testing centers, they use electronic devices such as CT scan, MRI, X-ray machines, electroencephalogram, electrocardiogram. So this is the application of electronics in medical field. In defense, electronics is widely used for guiding the missiles, for guiding the bombs, guiding the rockets, navigation of the ships, navigation of all the vehicles used in defense. Then in industries, now if we look at the automobile sector, we are in misconception that the automobiles are all mechanical. But my dear students, now in the automobile sector, only 40% is mechanical engineering. Rest all is electronics engineering. In the coming 10 years, we will find electric vehicles. All these electric vehicles does not contain any kind of engine. They simply use motors, and especially DC motors. If you see the example of Tesla company, it is a electric vehicle. Tata Nexon, it is manufacturing electric vehicle, and it is available in Indian market. So this is all about the importance of electronics. Thank you very much, and in the next class we will see the atomic structure.